Hello everyone, welcome to Safalta.com and in our new session in this graphic design series, Design with ISHANK. My name is ISHANK and I'm a graphic design trainer in Safalta Education. So today we are going to create a very creative social media post for a brand like Fanta, and this is going to be a really good session with us because in this we are going to use so many things and so many things to do in Canva. So we are going to use Canva as a tool in which we'll create a post that looks like this. As you can see on the screen, you'll be seeing a really good and cool and a creative kind of post that we'll be creating today in Canva. So without wasting any more time, we'll just head into Canva and start looking at what are the things that we need to do to create this kind of design. Okay, so let's go and open our canva.com. So first of all, let me tell you what we are going to do. I'm going to use canva.com in browser. You can also use Canva application in your Android mobile application if you are going to download it from Play Store or Apple Store. So because we are going to create a social media post, so I'm going to create a square size post so that it fits in on all devices, on all platforms. So the best thing that you can do is go to create a design and go to Instagram post square 1080 by 1080 pixel resolution. So this is the interface or this is the canvas that you will be seeing जो आपको यहाँ मिलता है to create your design. So before creating the design, let me just tell you, in this design we are also going to follow some design principles and color theory. So I'll be discussing the same during the class. So अभी के लिए start करते हैं and I hope you like it. So if you like it, you can like the video, comment, share, and please do subscribe to this channel if you really find this helpful. Okay, so first of all, for creating a design we need a background. Okay, we are going to start with something that is needed first and then we are going to add more elements one by one. So the best thing that we can do is to create a gradient. So gradient is something that is really good to use in backgrounds to make a creative background and to give another feel to the flat design. Like we are not going to use a solid color. Instead, what I'll use is a blue gradient, which I can found in elements, blue gradient. So I'm just gonna look for a blue gradient which is circular or which is radial in its form. So I'm going to use this image which is really good quality and it has a really kind of nice blue gradient from light blue to dark blue, and it fits well with my design. Another thing is the main product that you are going to see. So I have a JPG image that I can use, or that you can also find in Canva elements. So just type Fanta can. So you can also use any other product, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use this image as my product image. So now the angle of the image is from top view. So similarly, because the image is from top view, I am going to use and create something using this image only. So अभी क्या करेंगे हम, अभी इसको थोड़ा थोड़ा मैनेज करेंगे to show more cans, to show more of the product. So what I can do, I will just copy and paste this image and resize it according to my proportions. Let's say I'm going to create a view of different size of the product. So I will just create a copy of it, resize it, send it to back so that my main product image is not hiding. मैं इसे थोड़ा पीछे रखूँगा, थोड़ा नीचे ऊपर की तरफ शिफ्ट करूँगा ताकि एक सरफेस का वहाँ पर फील आए. अगर आप इसको सेम लेवल पे रखेंगे तो वो नहीं लगेगा कि वो इसके पीछे रखी है, वो ऑब्वियसली ऐसे लगेगा कि वो एक फ्लैट डिज़ाइन. अगर आप डेप्थ ऐड करना चाहते हैं तो आपको एक रियल लाइफ की तरह सिनेरियो यहाँ पर क्रिएट करना पड़ेगा. अभी के लिए मैंने ये कर दिया है. सिमिलरली मैं इसका अगेन एक कॉपी लूँगा, पेस्ट करूँगा यहाँ पर और आई जस्ट क्रिएट इट टू लेफ्ट. This will be my medium size can that I will just do from here to here. Right click, send to back, and go from here to a little bit here, and then resize it again. And then this can will be the smallest can. So it is a really good way that you can use to present your products with different size, or you can also put the same size. It matters upon you. Now, because I'm going to create a cool and fresh kind of feel, and because Fanta is also cool and fresh, kind of gives you freshness and cool, it is a cool drink. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make my design with the same theme. So to represent cool and fresh, I'm going to use the same thing that they are using, like the orange and the blue color for color theory. We are going to use blue for cool, orange color, and leaves and the orange, cut orange, मतलब orange के pieces for the actual feel. So for that also we are going to go to elements. In elements I'll just find some water splashes to give more kind of cool feeling. So let's just go to water splash. So the splash that I'm going to use is something like this, which makes it look like the cans are dropping from the top and splashing into the water, and the water splashes around the object. So right now it is in front. Okay, right now it is in front, although you can also use the same, but what I'm going to do is either you can put it right here and then copy and paste it again to make it for another can like this, or what I can do is I can make it, this also looks good, this not bad. I mean, you can always create more better things when you are going to create things for different images. Okay, so this also look good. Yes, of course you can use it. So it makes it is making a kind of feeling like there's a water at the bottom and the cans are falling from the bottom, from the top, and this is big, so I'm going to keep it big, a little bit like this. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make it simple. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use one image, keep it at the top, scale it according to my product image, okay, and then send it to the back, so that the images, are, and then I'm going to arrange my product image like this. Okay, you can always resize it like this. So it is behind the it is the splash which is behind the object. Now I can add more splashes from Canva, you can always use. So the another splash that I'm going to use is this one. Okay, this one in front like this, so it also gives a splash in front of the object. Now it not only makes our can look perfect, it also gives the feeling of realism, like actually there is water. So this is something that we did with the water. Now what we have to do is complete it one by adding things one by one. So the things that I'm going to add for fresh and cool feel is I'm going to add some leaf. Okay, I'm going to add a leaf. Leaf will also help to give you the freshness feel. So the leaf image that I'm going to use is this one, which is really one kind of a leaf. So I'm just going to arrange it around my space that I have. So at the top corner, right bottom, you can also place it according to your choice, but I'm going to show you why I'm doing this is now, because this is my product image and the water splashes are going to be with it. So I'm just going to control C and sorry, I'm just going to select all, group, so that I can move them one at a single time. I can move them all at once. Now this image will be rotated, will point at the bottom like this. Now the image that I'm going to use for these leaves are placed at this position. Why? What I'm doing is, because you are going to grab the attention of viewer, so I'm going to use this leaf to point to different directions. Like this will be directing to our title, like giving the direction to our title. This will be the product direction, this will be the details direction. Okay, so that's why I'm going to use this. Now for the title thing, I'm going to also use some lemon or oranges, but I'm going to use some lemon, which gives you the freshness feel. So I have an image that I already selected. You can use this, I will use this. एंड प्लीज़ टेक केयर ऑफ द प्रोपोर्शंस. हम प्रोपोर्शंस का हमेशा ध्यान रखेंगे कि कैन का साइज़ और लेमन का साइज़ कितना डिफरेंस रहता है. तो मैं उसी हिसाब से यहाँ पर इसको रखूँगा लाइक दिस. यू कैन ऑल्सो फाइंड दिस इमेज इफ़ यू फाइंड इंटरेस्टिंग. मैं इसी इमेज को यूज़ कर लेता हूँ. सो लेट्स जस्ट गो हियर, resize it according to, I'm going to place it right here. Yes, so it gives a kind of nice feeling and it makes it more interactive. To create a depth in our design, to make it more realistic, what I'm going to do is, because these leaves are much more bigger, that means they are closer to the camera, but our focus is on the product. So I'm going to blur them so that they are out of focus and gives more depth to the design. Okay, like this. I'm going to keep it with the same level like this, but I'm going to blur this as well. Okay, you can also adjust the images, it's up to you if they are not with the correct. Now it's good, looks good, as you can see. Now this is the final design, but now the text is missing, so let's just add the text one by one. So the very first text that I'll add is the title, but for title I'm not going to use a simple text. I'm going to use a title from the text presets. Okay, so for one it will be this, and for another it will be this. And in this I'm not going to use this one, I'm going to just use the outline one. Okay, I'm just going to use the outline one. So I'll just keep it a little bit apart from now. I'll make a copy of it so that I have the Fanta and orange on in different text box. Orange, and this will be my Fanta. Okay, I'll get the text size same, so it will be 85. It also will be 85. Now I'll just arrange them accordingly, like so. I'll keep orange a little bit to here and Fanta a little bit to here. I'll keep a little bit space at the top, so to give it a little bit of margin all around the design. Now what I think is, I can always change the font, so I'll just change the font of the color of the font. So this will be yellow and this will be orange, because of course Fanta color, we are going to use Fanta colors only, like this. And maybe I can keep it a little bit white or full white, Fanta orange, because I cannot keep it blue because the background is blue. If I keep it blue, it will be the contrast will be really less. Of course the white or the white looks good, or I will keep it orange so that it is in highlight. Now just to make it a little bit of interactive heading, just to make it a little bit just to give it a little bit of focus of the attention of the viewer. So what I'll just use some burst elements. Okay, go to elements and type burst. So here you will have some PNG images like this, which gives you a feeling of action, emotion. Okay, it gives you a feeling of motion or action or speed. So I'm going to use the same element here around the text and Control C Control V, rotate it or flip it, and here. Okay, I'll just keep it a little bit orange here, white. Okay, here now I can make it smaller, bigger. यहाँ, और इसको भी मैं थोड़ा सा यहाँ पर शिफ्ट करके रोटेट करके यहाँ पे रखूँगा, so that you can see it is going to move forward with at the corner of the orange. Okay, just like this. सो इस पे अलग से ही अटेंशन व्यूअर का जाएगा जब वो इस टाइटल को पढ़ेगा. नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू यूज दिस आउटलाइन टेक्स्ट फॉर गिविंग you the feeling of cool by using cool word. Again I'm going to also give you the feeling of fresh by using fresh word. Not only colors, not only text has emotion, even words has emotion. So that is the first thing that you see in a word कि उसमें सबसे ज़्यादा emotions होते हैं कि if you read something you get the you feel the emotion. If you read cool you'll get the idea of cool. If you read fresh you'll get the idea of fresh. And also the colors also help. Colors also help in getting the idea of cool and fresh. Fresh, green gives you fresh, and blue gives you cool, and yellow and orange gives you energy and kind of activeness. The cool will be blue color. I'm going to use a bright blue color kind of thing, like this. It should be visible, yes, like this. Cool. Going to keep it behind the behind everything so that it is okay. Let's just go and place it accordingly first, like this. Okay, I'm just going to keep it right here. Okay, and now I'm going to keep it fresh and use the same green color that I've been using, but a little bit bright green so that it is not fading. Okay, so the contrast is better. Okay, I'll use the same size. It will be 85. You can add different text, it is up to you, but I'm just going to use this. Now fresh. If it is not visible you can place it or on different things, or else you can also resize the box, resize your product image. Okay, it is always with you. Okay. Now the last thing is we are going to add the last text, which will be our body text, and this body text is going to be at the bottom. So the body text that I'm going to use is available in your let's say it's is the newest flavor that has come in the Fanta, so available in your nearest stores. Okay, again same color theme that I'm going to use is orange, same colors. Keep it in the center below here, copy it, move it below. This will be our website text, www.fantastore.com, Fanta shop या Fanta store जो भी website है. I don't know what is the website name. It can be anything, but I'm just going you a sample website name. Keep it a little bit of margin around everything. Keep the size a little bit smaller. Keep it around 22, because these are the things that are not that much needed. I mean they are needed, but the importance is less, right? It will be the last thing that someone will look at. Then again, okay, I don't need to copy it, but again इसका भी size मुझे थोड़ा सा छोटा करना पड़ेगा, around 24. And just to make it stand out, the available in your nearest store, I'll just go and change the color to white. Okay, so that we can have some difference between this normal text and this, which is the detail of the company. Okay, last thing that I'm going to add is, or the second last thing that I'm going to add is Facebook icons, social media icons. So you can add Facebook, again same colors that I'm going to use is the text color. Add a smaller icon, and you can lock the lock the images that are not being used right now. Okay, so that you don't have to select them again and again and you don't accidentally move them. So resize it according to the text and make it proper. Change the color. Then again go to Instagram. So now you just have to add all the Instagram handles and Facebook handles icons. Now same size, same color and same icon. If you are using circular icon, use circular, don't use different for different. Okay, so I'm just going to use the same kind of icon for Twitter as well. For Twitter as well, I'm going to use the same icon. Okay, for Twitter as well, same size, same color, to give you the repetition of color and similarities. Okay, again select all of them. Okay, same size is not अभी है इनका, so same size इस तरीके से. Now select them, make them a little bit apart. Now select them, go to positions, align them in middle and space evenly horizontally. Select them, they are a little bit bigger. Group them, if they are bigger just make them smaller. They are a little bit bigger because the text of the size of the text is not that much bigger. Keep equal space on both sides like this. Now keep it a little bit bigger, 24, so that it is position and middle. Okay, available in your nearest stores. So this is something that you can create by using different kind of elements in Canva, different text, different creative fonts, and making a kind of depth field using blur. And last thing that you can add some line patterns for some background elements. So you can use any other. If you want to show offer, you can use a sticker. If you want to some other things, you can just go here and type line pattern or dotted patterns. I'm sorry, dotted pattern like this, but it doesn't look that good, so I'm just going to use dot. Okay, dots. Just going to use this, keep it in the corner, make it white like this. Again you can copy paste it and keep it here. In the center. Okay, then you have to move a little bit, move the website a little bit to the left. Okay, like this you can create some really good posts and some really good designs in your Canva. Okay, so try to make something, and you can also comment if you have some suggestions. If you want to get some more videos like this, you'll be getting some more videos like this in the future, but for right now this is it. And last thing again, one more thing that I can add is lights to get some shine on the product. Okay, to make the product shine in the, so you can get some lights, make it shine a little bit like this. So it gives it catches the again it catches the attention of the viewer. You can add the shine on the product as well, on the lens flare. If you have heard about lens flare, it is something that comes on different kind of thing like this, not on the text, on the surface of the text, on the surface of the bottle like this, but you have to check from where the light is actually coming, where you want to show the light coming from. And one more thing that you can add is texture, which makes your background look really good. So go to texture. I'm going to give a texture something like this, cracked glass, again white. I'll keep it, and I'm going to keep it behind everything. Scale it accordingly and keep it behind everything. Okay. And because it is white, it is getting so, it is making it look so disturbed, but I'm just going to, it is not needed, but if you want to make something look really good, and if it is and it is really looking good, you can keep it. Now this is the final design that I have. Again, one more thing if I want to add is fade gradient. Usually black fade gradient. So the bottom part of the image will be faded. No, so the bottom part of the image will be dark so that the other details are visible and the product will be looking like something like this. Okay, just going to keep it a little bit like this, but this is too much dark. Oh, we can keep the transparency a little bit low like this. Okay, so this is it, and I hope you like the session. I hope you like the uh, final design, and you can also save it. It automatically saves, but you can also download, share, and save it in a full quality PNG and download. Okay, so thank you so much for joining, guys. We'll meet in some next videos with some different kind of creative ideas to create some different kind of posters and other designs. So thank you for joining. We'll meet in next videos. I'll see you later. And what can I say? I'll